Morning guys, welcome back. It's another glorious day. The rain is meant to hold off again today. I've got a new chest mount, so hopefully this is a little bit better than the head mount for some of you guys. I'm just going to grab the forklift and load up what we've got in the barn. I think we're one short, so we'll be taking 13 up there, but Andy's going to meet me at the second depot and he'll give me a hand unloading, and then we'll come back. Andy is going to just be constantly on the processor, and I have to go off and do a delivery. So yeah, it's all go. Sun's out, so that's good. Quite keen to see what this looks like, if I'm honest. I think you're about to see a lot more than when it's on my head, because I'm tall enough as it is, and obviously a camera sticks up another couple of inches normally. It might be a bit less shaky for you guys, a bit less shaky as well. It was actually pretty cold last night, got down to 1 Celsius, and but it's going to warm up again today, and so it'll be nice. We are up to, I believe 219 now, or something like that. I've got it written down on my phone. So we are just slowly making a dent in it. Another 13, and hopefully Andy will make another 20, 25 again today. I mean, if he could do 28, it'd be amazing. 2 loads of 14. I'm going to keep bringing decent timber down to him as much as I can, and that should keep up the speed a little bit. Woke up again with a bit of a cold. It's weird. This cold doesn't seem to be leaving. Right, jump in the grafter and just put it over here now. I think it's still recording. You have to let me know what your initial thoughts are about this chest mount. I've also got a new magnet mount also that's really strong, so I can stick that on the processor inside, and should better catch a lot more action for you. I can see Woody, so that's good. Here. Good boy. A few questions about the bags. There's a few questions about the bags. I get them from DA, or it's DE pack or DA pack. They're 85 centimeters by 85 by 85, so they hold 0.62 of a cubic meter. We're now full. Obviously vented on all sides. You can get kind of vented bags or mosquito bags. These are just the vented. The mosquito's alright, it just doesn't last as long, I find, and they're quite a bit more expensive. So So we've got about 600 left, I believe, and we've only got 200 in the barn. So I'm already going to say it, I don't know if we're going to get to the 1,000 because I don't really want to buy any more bags. Yeah, I don't want to buy any more plain bags because I'm going to have my branding on the next ones. So if I can just use up all these plain bags, I will reuse them if anyone gives them back to me. But like I said, I need to get the plain, the branded ones sorted, and they're going to take up to like 14 weeks apparently. So what I'll do is when we get a bit of money starting to come in September, we'll order them and they'll turn up whenever they turn up, and then they'll be ready for the spring. So we're going to have Oak Farm Firewood, the Woodshaw Ready to Burn logo, a few other logos on there, number, website, stuff like that. So that's the plan anyway. Good boy. Another thing I thought I'd address is a lot of you saying get a telehandler. I might have already covered this in another video, but could you imagine a telehandler in there now? There wouldn't be any space whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, they're brilliant bits of kit and I love using the Manitou at the second depot, but it's just not right for this outfit. The barn's too small. It may look like a big barn, and don't get me wrong, it's not small, but coming in here with a big machine, you won't be able to move. I'm actually going to go over the back for that. Then we've got one more to go on the truck. So it is confirmed, I'm going off to site tomorrow for Adam with the Kubota KX 080, my digger. We're taking a grab and a bucket. I'm going to have some burn ups with all the muddy brash that they've been tracking on at that chestnut site. So they were laying down some brash to try and stay afloat in the mud, or just to try and get some traction, and obviously they can't chip that because it's literally covered in mud. So we're going to be burning up them piles, and then I'm going to be going along the tracks and trying to pull in the tracks and make it all nice and level, and moving it around should dry it out. Right, we're on the road again. 13 bags heading up to site. Just keep chipping away at that total. I'd really like to try and get all that green timber processed today before the digger leaves. If not, what I am actually going to do is bring down the timber onto the concrete, and then Andy can then load himself with the forklift. He might not be able to get as much on the timber deck, but that's what we did. That's what I did when I first started. The Arctic, the Arctic lorry delivered in the yard itself, and then I just forked it up, put it on the timber deck and processed it that way. So that's what I'll do if I can't, if we can't get it all done today, and then Andy can be busy on Thursday/Friday, and then we're going to start processing the stuff that's in the cages, putting it over the cleaner into the bags. Come on. Just unloading the trailer now, obviously. Looks like it's filling up pretty fast, but we're only about to 230 odd something. Maybe I had less in there than I thought last year, but I thought I had about 700 last year. As I say, I could have been wrong, but we're on strict counting this year. I've got the date and how many I bought up that day, and then we've got the total at the bottom. I'm doing it all with a calculator, so it's all right. I think now we're on the 5/6 high. I think it now starts to take longer to fill up, because now it's like 60 a layer before you then come out for another one. So I think that's why it's gone so quickly, because obviously we're only doing 3 high at the beginning. I think they're 11 long. I'll count in a minute. So much easier with someone here putting the loops on. Have a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 bags wide. So on 3 high, it's 36. On 5 high, there's 60. But then again, I think we step it in on the 5th one, on the edges. So it's probably 1 less, so 59. And then where we can, we go 6 high, but we can only go about 6 wide in the middle because of the height of the barn and the rafters. So yeah, but looking at about 65 a layer when we get right up to the top. It's quite a lot of bags. Probably a bit better for you, this chest mount. My head's going all the way around to see the back end of the machine. Some people get a bit sick apparently. Although I quite like head mount stuff. Depends what you're doing, I suppose. Victory Star, I watch a lot of his, well I watch every single episode of his, and he's on all head mount. But he doesn't shake his head around as much as I do. That's us done. That brings our total up to 232. Just said to Andy, we're going to get back now. It's 25 past 8. Get back, and I said we really want to try and get 28 done today. It'd be amazing if we could. Although I need to take 2 on my truck to a delivery today anyway. So to make 2 loads and that delivery, we have to make 30, and I think that's a little bit far stretched. If we can get some bigger timber in there, we might put the 6-way knife on, see if we can really speed things up a bit. But yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm really happy. Like I said, if we could get 28 today, that would take us up to 260. And we're very close to that 300 mark. Oh, I'm pretty pleased with what's going on, and nice progress. Shed's filling up. Although we're rushing somewhat, the quality is still amazing. We're cutting, Andy's doing really well, cutting off the ends to making sure all the logs are 23 to 24 centimetres. Nothing's 25 and over. Nice, consistent, high quality product. At the beginning of the log, when it's slightly bigger, you have to resplit maybe the 2 top ones or something like that. And he is doing that as well. So I know we're on a bit of a time limit, but we are making sure the product is tip top as well. So I am very happy. Well, guys, my cherry stash is coming into play now. We've had a nice order of 11-inch cherry and 6-inch cherry. So restaurants use this for smoking and barbecuing, and so we've got a load of cherry on the deck, and we've actually got the 6-way knife in. So I'm going to mount the camera onto the processor now with my new magnet, and you can see it being processed. guys, I thought I'd just jump in here. I don't know if you can see, but the ram is protruding about an inch. And actually, we did find when we were cleaning the machine, there's a bit of like an inspection plate that you can take off and dig out any debris that has been packed in behind the ram. So that's what had happened. There was a good few inches of stuff at the back of the ram that was packed in very, very tight. We had to dig it all out and blow it out with the airline. So that's why it's protruding slightly. It's now back into the machine. So it's just something to check when we are cleaning down the machine, and just kind of daily checks, making sure it's all free. So as it was protruding, when the log would come down, it would quite often hit the edge of the splitter and it would then turn it. So just something else to think about. My SIM card is just about to fill up, so that's going to be it for today, guys. Let me know what you think of the chest mount and the new magnet mount. There is plenty more processor action to come. I'll see you guys in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.